Good evening. This is Eswatini TV News Bulletin at 8, read to you by myself, Notile Sitole, alongside Matsamo Ngambule. First up, here's a look at our headlining stories. Her Majesty Indlovukazi continues to implement her initiative of constructing new houses for destitute citizens, especially the elderly. Government has donated sanitary towels to 530 learners from 7 special needs schools around the country. The Minister of Agriculture says citrus fruits play a major role in uplifting the economy of Eswatini because most of the produce is exported to other countries. And now the news in detail. Her Majesty Indlovukazi continues to implement her initiative of constructing new houses for destitute citizens, especially the elderly. Her latest beneficiary is Teresa Dlamini from Bigwake, who has received a brand new house from Her Majesty. Her Majesty was represented by the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Thuli Dladla during the handover of the house. This is the 51st house since Her Majesty's initiative was started.
Her Majesty the Indlovukazi has totally transformed Teresa Dlamini's life. She lived under extreme poverty and struggled to take care of her 4 grandchildren. She would go days without food and she lived in a dilapidated house which was on the verge of collapse. Her prayers were answered when her neighbor Solomon Dlamini saw her collapsing due to hunger. He raised the alarm and asked the community and nation at large to render assistance to her. No one would have anticipated that Her Majesty Indlovukazi would respond and later facilitate the construction of the new house, which was officially occupied by Teresa Dlamini today. Her Majesty was represented by the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Thuli Dladla when Her Majesty officially handed over the house. Her Majesty made use of the event to encourage the nation to unite like never before.
La ngaphandle bomkhosi lokusikhuluma labanye bathwala imithwalo abathi nokuthi bawulala kuphi nokuthi bawudla ini nokuthi bayakalabani ngenzaba yamgiqo mgiqo namhla kuphethe mina kusasa kuphethe wena sithi sikubekile esitulweni siphinze sikwehlise thine. Siyacela ke maswati lamahle kwekuthi asiqhubekeni lokuhle kuthi emakhosi anemehlo awo kulolonke live lakangwane. Kunabo babethikhulu, kunetindvuna, kunayo yonke inhlobo lonke liswathi njalo kusibancane kangaka. Siyadalana uma ngathi nje ngingasho ukuthi ngisuka kuphi banyenti labangathi laba hawu sihlobo sami kanti lesi. Ngiko ke kufanele ukuthi thine siwacezele kahle lelive lamakhosi ngoba wona akakhona ukuthi aphuma ngena abe abuka ukuthi kwenteka ini kuphi anike thine ukuthi silicize lelive.
Her Majesty Emakhosikati and His Royal Highness Prince Lindani are among those who have made more donations to Teresa Dlamini as she officially occupies her new house.
Phinze indlovu yemhlaba ithi ngoba yona ayikhona ukuphuma ingene etitolo iyothenga kepha ihleli nebantwana la ngekhathi sigodlo lesithi tenaso uma sibona ukuthi kunaloku nje sase sithi asilekelele indlovu yemhlaba njengaloku ashito lamathe ukuthi inkhosikade make mbikiza ukhokhe umbhethe make nkhambule wakhokha ingubo kanjalo nelizinyane Lindani lathi lona ke litawufundisa abantwana laba labahluphekile. Kanti nayo indlovu yemhlaba kukhona futhi kudla lekukhokhile yase ithi ngoba naku so uyongivuselela labantu abami leKaliseni. Ndakunika emasaka bo 30 kg labang 20 be rice. Yaphinze yakhokha ema-wheelchair amabili netimboko. Wathi ngidawufike ngibeke ku-MP. MP utase uyabona ke ukuthi eyingalapha kulanjiwe.
The beneficiary was emotional as she thanked Her Majesty.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu kuNdlovukazi indlela ngendeleyo. Ngithi uNkulunkulu ngathi ngambusisa netinsuku takhe tanje kakhulu. Indlela ngendeleyo nale bengikade ngiyo. Ngihlupheka bengikade ngihlupheka ngako. Namuhla aze angibuthe angifake la kulendlu la ngifake kiyo ngiyanxusa uNkulunkulu amphusele kakhulu ngibonga kakhulu kuba ngihlupheke kakhulu bise ngahawuke labantu labanje uNkulunkulu akubisele bona.
Solomon Dlamini related his sobering encounter with the beneficiary.
Teresa ke ngimatiswa uNkulunkulu bekunene. Uphathwa indlala. Ukhamke enhlaneni zaba emathuneni. Kuthi nasedude nasekhaya la Stefane uyawa. Awile Teresa. Uyahleka kuvuka. Athi make nangu umuntu afa. Senyuke sekuye simkhanze vele. Akehleka kuvuka simbuthe wena kwekunene kwende njani athi nginemalanga lamane ngingadli nginanaba abantwana labane lengibabukele batukulu.
The project was a multi-stakeholder collaboration between Umbutho Eswatini Defence Force, the National Disaster Management Agency and other stakeholders. On the news, I am Sandile Makanya reporting with Themba Mamba in Mbiwake.
Government has donated sanitary towels to 530 learners from 7 special needs schools around the country. The acting Prime Minister Themba Masuku made the donation to mark the World Menstrual Hygiene Day, where he stated that government will support the learners for 12 months. The donation was made at the Deputy Prime Minister's office in Babane.
Every year, the world celebrates the Menstrual Hygiene Day. This year's theme is Action and Investment in Menstrual Hygiene. Eswatini joined the world in celebrating this day, with the acting Prime Minister Themba Masuku announcing that government has started a yearly initiative to support girls with sanitary towels.
Lapha stabe siniketa khona nathi into letisetshenziswe lakufika lelanga kulabo labethwesa umthwalo ngendalo yaNkulunkulu kuyesikhathi noma kuya emfuleni. Lamhla sikhethe tikolo letisikhombisa tikolo lapha kunebantwana khona bemantombazana la banetidzingo thide futhi labo laba khubatekile kuleto tikolo lesibita ukuthi special needs schools. So chazile ke under secretary ukuthi lelanga lesikhethile lamhla silikhethe ngoba kulanga lemhlaba wonke kuye kugujwe kuhlanteka ngalesikhathi lesi salabo njalo sengishitela bethweswe indalo lomsebenzi kuya emfuleni. Sikhethile ke lelanga leli le mashumi lamabili nesiphohlongo enyangeni yenkwekweti ngaso sonke isikhathi. Namhla ke lilanga futhi lapho si to cela bonke bantu ukuthi bakhankasele lilanga noma ke kucetha kwebuphuya ngalesikhathi lesi lokuyi menstrual hygiene day.
In an effort to continue making the lives of young girls better, in 2019, government, together with its partners, started the campaign against the increase in teenage pregnancy. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, Nelson Ndlangamandla with Bawethu Sithole in Babane.
The Minister of Agriculture, Jabulani Mabuza, says citrus fruits play a major role in uplifting the country's economy because most of the produce is exported to other countries. The minister was speaking during his tour to Tambuti Estate on Thursday.
The Minister of Agriculture, Jabulani Mabuza, says it is encouraging to see that Tambuti and Ngonini estates are specializing in exporting quality citrus fruits to other countries.
Usithumile njengelitiko ngokuthi sende isiqiniseko etindzabeni debalimi debafuyi even laseSwatini ngokuthi emaswati akhona kuba nekudla lokwanele.
The minister says the ministry has been tasked with uplifting the country's economy, so it is important for all sectors, including the citrus industry, to play its part, stating that this is in line with the post-COVID-19 economic recovery plan. Mabuza says agriculture plays a big role in poverty alleviation.
Ngikhumbulekile nabasimema baseThambuthi ukuthi eminyakeni lophelile noma mhlawumbe ngiloya yini ngoba ngisakhumbula kahle ama date sike sathola lithuba samenywa naseNgonini siyobona nje nakhona i-expansion le ndiwa kokhona.
The minister says he hopes more farmers would take interest in the citrus industry. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, Nelson Ndlangamandla, Babane.
The Eswatini National Trust Commission held its first ever Excellence Awards for Best Performing Employees, Nature Reserves and Tourism Establishments. Speaking during the event at Mandenga Cultural Village, the Minister of Tourism and Environmental Affairs encouraged the workers to continue putting effort in their work to deliver the best service to people who visit the establishments.
The Eswatini National Trust Commission has awarded top-performing employees and establishments in 12 categories. The biggest winners of the day include Makazavane Lodge and Laula Nature Reserve, who won amongst other awards Outstanding Marketing Campaign and Outstanding Park. The Minister of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, Moses Vilagati, encouraged the winners to continue working hard for the Commission.
Today we're here at ENTC to award employees who have performed well during this critical period, which is engulfed by the pandemic. We are pleased to have awarded employees from long service in the organization. There are two, for example, who have been here for over 38 years. We're honoring them because they've been through thick and thin, and they've been part of the pillars of this organization to make sure that it is stronger and stronger. To the others, we're awarding them for having performed well, exceptionally well, in the various categories. Because for us, if they perform well, it means tourists who come in here, they will get the best service, they will be looked after so that they can come over and over to Eswatini, and in particular to the ENTC institution.
The Commission hopes to have the awards every year. Categories included long-serving employees, which were those who served the institution for 38 years. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, Nelson Ndlangamandla with Bawethu Sithole at Ezulwini.
The chairperson of the Health Portfolio Committee in the House of Senate, Isaac Makakula, has applauded the Look Commission for assisting government and providing services for free. The Senate Health Portfolio Committee toured the Look Commission in order to know more about its operations.
The Look Commission is one of the hospitals that assists government and has continued to assist government over the years. This was evident last year during the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Health Portfolio Committee in the House of Senate toured the Look Commission and got to know better about the operations of the hospital. The committee was explained to that the hospital operates for free and has high qualified nurses and doctors. They are also taken through the different rooms within the hospital.
njengoba abasebenzi nemisebenzi lehambisana netempilo tisho ukuthi ufundzisiwe.
The chairperson of the Health Portfolio Committee in the House of Senate, Senator Isaac Makakula, says they had a dialogue with the directors of the hospital and they were given answers to their questions and things they were reading through the media over and over again. Makakula says they were happy to hear that they are professional and they promote a professional working environment. He says overall, they are impressed and satisfied with the Look Commission and they are grateful for its existence in the country. Makakula says every working environment has its issues and challenges. The Director of Public Relations, Rochas Mamba, says they ensure that a patient is given the highest level of treatment at the hospital's cost. Therefore, no one is expected to pay even a cent. He says even if a patient has been admitted in hospital, they still expect that not even a cent must be paid by the patients because their services are for free. The hospital has also embraced technology as client management information system is prioritized and all sections are linked within its technology. The senators were also taken through the call center and how it functions. One other young man gave a testimonial of how he regained his sight at the Look Commission after he was confirmed to be 98% visually impaired. For Eswatini TV News, I'm Kian MCB, Stogoto.
Manzini Regional Administrator Chief Gija has officially launched Manzini Day in Mangayane, where small business owners got a platform to showcase and sell their work. Chief Gija says engaging in local trade is a way of boosting the country's economy.
Mangayane has commemorated Manzini Day, where 3 different constituencies, Madlang Mpisi, Mahlangaja and Pondo, came out in numbers to showcase their work, which included agricultural harvest and handcrafts. Chief Gija says it is important for Eswatini to actively participate in manufacturing local goods.
Manzini Day lusuku lapho sithi eMaswati asekasukume akhangise ngemakhono awo nangetintfo latikhicitako. Siyabona kunetekulima letinhle la, kunetintfo letima handcrafts, kunemajogi etinkhomo nako konke lokhona. Lapho sithi asebasukume sitokubonisa wonke umuntu athi ukuthi ngifuna ukuthi ngakuthola kuphi. Lo munye uyahlupheka aze lokunye angene ku-internet ayokuthola emaveni akhashane ngaphandle kanti ukukhona la kwendako ladudane. Bonakale sitosekela live, sisekele umnotho live sekanye kanye. Ngeke lo mnotho live usekelwe ngema-investors laqhamuka ngaphandle kuphela. Siyawabonga akhona laqhamuka ngaphandle latosisekela kusekela umnotho. Kodwa umnotho utawuphama kakhulu ukuthi usekelwe ngama-investors la from within.
Chief Gija emphasized the importance of using online platforms in selling goods and services. He says a website will be created so that Eswatini have access to locally produced goods in all the regions of the country. Reporting for Eswatini TV, Nomalungelo Jele with LinkedIn Gule in Mangayane.
The Eswatini National Provident Fund has launched an SMS notification platform which will send notifications immediately when the fund credits the member's account with the monthly contribution received from the employer. The platform was officially launched by the Chief Executive Officer Prince Lonkokela at the Happy Valley Hotel in Ezulwini.
The Chief Executive Officer of the Eswatini National Provident Fund, Prince Lonkokela, urges employers to collect their employees' cell phone numbers so that they may benefit from the recently launched SMS notification platform. The platform is for sending SMS notifications to employees immediately when the funds from the employer has been received by the Eswatini National Provident Fund. The Chief Executive Officer says the phone numbers will be collected using the Excel NPF 200 form that is sent monthly to employers.
Claims nje sitawubona sakhumbula ukuthi siyaclaima nyalo naso ufike esigabeni sakhona. Now claim utaba sesigabeni sokuthi ungayi le provident fund. Na ungayi provident fund utawuvele nje mngene emshinini wakho ngcevengcevete sesiyathola thina sowufuna imali yakho wena le.
He says other benefits that are in the pipeline in this regard are sending notifications to members during the claiming of benefits process, as well as sending annual member statements directly to members. The Chief Executive Officer further says employers will also be able to submit an electronic NPF 200 form without leaving the comfort of their offices.
Kunele form lekuthiwa NPF 200 usho ukuthi neligama lakho siselibekile nje ukuthi my NPF ENPF my ENPF.
The Chief Executive Officer urges employers to send an email with the NPF 200 form to accounts@enpf.co.sz. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, Nelson Ngamandla with Bawethu's Toilet Ezulwini.
The upcoming lodge to be constructed in Matsamo by the Drykopis Dam will not only be a place for tourist attraction, but will also bring about development into the whole community and create job opportunities. This was said by Timpisini Member of Parliament Nelson Mamba in a meeting with the Regional Development Fund team after they delivered an approval letter of more than 3 million emalangeni for the project.
Were present in a meeting with the Regional Development Fund team, who came to deliver an approval letter of the construction of Matsamo Lodge next to the Drykopis Dam with an allocation of more than 3 million emalangeni to start the project. Timpisini Member of Parliament Nelson Mamba says the place is a good investment since it will help generate income for the development of the whole constituency.
So kulenzawo lena sitawakha i-restaurant sakhe tindlu tekulala sakhe lihola noma ke ma-conference rooms la kutawubanjelwa khona imihlangano. Siphinde futhi leliphupho lethu singile mango wala emashobeni kwekuthi sibe netikebhe lesitawukhona ngijuza ngato kulolwandle lwethu lesinalo la. So ngiko lele sibuka ukuthi konke lokho ngilokhu asifakela imali sikhole lokuthuthuka ngoba lena i-community trust. So le mali lesitabe siyakhala itawuphinde ihambe iyothuthukisa lo mango wonke.
Speaking on behalf of the Komati Basin Water Authority Kopwa, which maintains the Drykopis Dam, Temangamane Masego says they are happy about the funding from government because it will ensure the success of the project.
Tourism Park. So selisekela sengikopwa nathi kusifiso sethu ukuthi sigcine sibona le project iphumelele. Namhla la sesikhona khona sengikopwa nathi siyabona ukuthi le phupho seliyafezeka yinze le ndlela lesi sihambile. Kepha namhla sesilala sesikhona khona nathi sesijake kubona umsebenzi uqala phansi ngoba bomiswe ngitoti imali. Kube bekuneti imali ngabe sesikhashana mhlambe ngabe seyiyasebenza. Nyalo ke ngoba sewusihawukele uhulumende wasihlephulela. Sewuyaqala umsebenzi uyemvili siyathemba ukuthi masinyane tabe phelile i-restaurant kusetshenzwe indzawo yemahola kusetshenzwe indzawo ye-lodge.
Regional Development Officer Boisile Xaba encouraged members of the community to work hard through unity to ensure all resources to carry out the project are safe. Reporting for Eswatini TV News is Phumaphi Msweli, Matsamo.
Members from Sulphades and Leteko have encouraged pupils under Mangwaneni Care Center in Manzini to take care of themselves and avoid teenage pregnancy. The two organizations partnered in donating sanitary towels to the girls as they commemorated Menstrual Hygiene Day.
Today, the world commemorated the Menstrual Hygiene Day, aimed at promoting hygiene for girls and educating them on their growth as they reach puberty stage. Sulphades partnered with Letseho to donate sanitary towels to the girls under the Mangwaneni Care Point in Manzini, where they also provided lessons for the girls. Nobili Dlamini from Letseho says this is not the first time they donated towels to the girls because they see the need to educate them about adolescence.
So kunamhlanje sipartnerishe ne-NGO yaka Sulphades ukuthi besingasita abamfana bakaManzini eMangwaneni ngala ma-pets. It is not the first time senze umsebenzi lo kanjena semalanga nje sigweni.
Mandisazwane Machakacha from Safait says they were disturbed by the lockdown regulations when they wanted to ensure that it is a regular thing that they visit constituencies and care points to donate the sanitary towels.
Bafundise ngokuthi umuntu akayesikhathini yini kumele kuthi ayibheke yini kumele ukuthi atilungiselele ngayo nokuthi ubumcoka bekuhlandeka kumfosifazane nakayesikhathini nekokuthi nje noma ngabe sewuya lesikhathini udispose kanjani of sanitary pads. So namuhla njengoba siphumile namuhla sibuka ukuthi lelanga alisibe commemorate ngokuthi sibafundzise kabanti ngalo namhla sine group lencane sithembe ukuthi tahamba nayo ekhaya uqhubeka ukufundisa labanye kabanti ngokuthi isho ukuthini indaba ye menstrual hygiene ngasikhuluma ngehlandeka kwemfosifazane akasesikhathini kahle kahle sikhuluma ngani.
She says they will continue donating to other areas because after the interaction with the girls at Mangwaneni, they showed interest of learning about their growth. For Eswatini TV News, I'm Kian MCB, Mangwaneni.
Good evening once again. You are still watching Eswatini TV. Let's have a look at our sports news. Vice President of the National Football Association Ethics Committee, Phumzile Tomo, says the association's electoral process has officially commenced. Tomo highlighted this during a press briefing at Sikwakwa House in Babane.
The Ethics Committee takes this opportunity to notify all football stakeholders if a association member's prospective candidates, the media, the public, and the world at large could see the elections for 2021 have since been commissioned. And we are here to advise all candidates that they are expected to fill an eligibility check form which sits available with the CEO's office, Eswatini House. We request that they fill and return these forms by 31st May 2021 on Monday. This will assist in the vetting process, which will follow a press conference of the 11th June 2021.
Young Buffaloes head coach Sabelo Mnisi says if they are to be confident of lifting this year's MTN Premier League, they have to defeat tough opponents like Mbabane Swallows, who have been amongst the best clubs in the land in recent years. Mnisi was speaking during a media briefing at Sikwakwa House in Babane.
Premier League action resumed this weekend with the Titanic clash expected to see defending champions Young Buffaloes welcoming Mbabane Swallows at the King Sobuza II Memorial Stadium in Hlangano. Buffalo's head coach Sabelo Mnisi believes games like this will convince supporters that they once again want to lift the MTN Premier League.
So lokwendekako akusiyo into maybe lesethusa kwethu ukuthi kusikhomba ukuthi manje la sikhona khona fanele singede amandla.
For Christopher Enin, the assignment is still the same, which is to lift the trophy and head back to Africa.
Buffaloes is one of the teams that I always respect, and me personally, I love to see them whenever they are playing. So if you ask of any tension or panicking, no, we are fully prepared for the game, and I know it's going to be a good game.
At Mailuga Stadium, Tambuti will welcome Manzini Wanderers, while at Kilani Stadium, Pikspik Black Swallows will play Tinyosi, with Malandi Chiefs later on playing Manzini Seabirds. On Sunday at Prince of Wales in Babane, Deva Sundowns will welcome Royal Leopards, with Mbabane Highlanders taking on Milling Hotspurs later on. At Tabanguru Stadium, Tabanguru Carriers will play Mhlume Peacemakers. For Eswatini TV Sports, Fabrice Msonera, Mbabane.
Well, Eswatini, that's all for now. Before we conclude, let's have a relook at our top stories. Her Majesty Indlovukazi continues to implement her initiative of constructing new houses for destitute citizens, especially the elderly. Government has donated sanitary towels to 530 learners from 7 special needs schools around the country. The Minister of Agriculture says citrus fruits play a major role in uplifting the economy of Eswatini because most of the produce is exported to other countries. And with that, we sum up our bulletin for the evening. Up next is the weather update from myself on the crew at Eswatini TV. Thank you for watching. Good night.